Hello and welcome back to Pendor. Oh yes, very exciting, isn't it? Yeah, it's very exciting. Okay, so here we go. We're actually fighting a Red Brotherhood bandit party here. These guys are, shouldn't be, at least, too difficult. All right, now I have done a couple of things off screen. Nothing too dramatic, of course, because I don't really want you to miss anything particularly important. But basically, I have recruited some mercenary Highlanders. They cost me about 1,500, which is, well, pretty cheap, actually. In my opinion, that's pretty cheap. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. And this reminds me exactly the reason why I never use polearms in Warband. They're not... I mean, they're okay, alright? They're okay. I think I'm a little bit better using them than I ever was before, but it's very much a case of just getting used to the timing. The timing is very difficult because every single weapon in Warband is very light. It feels very light. It has very little weight behind it. Whereas in Bannerlord, that's obviously a very, very different thing. Anyway, we do have some bows here, but I'm not going to be using these. These are literally just the worst thing, you know, since unsliced bread, I guess. But yeah, these are pretty terrible. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to just equip these. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of flax, by the way. I've just been... that's a funny thing. Basically, just been doing that. Yes, I have just been doing that, trying to get as much money as possible. And obviously, I recruited those mercenary Highlanders. We can actually recruit some additional forces here. Oh yeah, by the way, I did get, shall we say, harassed by a bunch of demonic forces. And so I obviously did lose a couple of units due to that, but that was nothing too bad, because you can basically just say to them, okay, you know, we're just going to get rid of a couple of our people in exchange for them leaving you alone for a second or so. And then they basically just leave you alone for a moment, and then you're able to get away without too many difficulties. But yeah, anyway, 2,200 dinars for us. I'm continuing to ask for rumors, of course, because that actually does improve the speed of things spawning, as far as I remember. Because basically what you want to do is you want to try to get as many unique spawns and large armies on the map as possible. I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe what I'll do is just get rid of some of my recruits right now, because these guys are actually kind of useless, as we no doubt can tell. I mean, you can easily see that, can't you? And what I'm actually thinking of doing is going down to Singal. I saw a very large army spawn nearby. There was a message not too long ago, a couple of minutes ago, that an army had spawned, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You tell one of your troops to stay behind, and then you run away. And this is the reason why I have so many troops, because you could basically just do that over and over again. So that's actually a really good way of getting away from people. Now, we did level up, so what I'm going to do is, well, this is where Pendor gets a little bit overwhelming at times, because what you're going to need to do is you will inevitably need to increase pretty much every single one of your skills, unless you are, of course, delegating them. For example, engineering, pathfinding, medic skills, and so on. But you are going to need prisoner management. You are going to need leadership. So charisma is necessary. You're going to need, well, obviously I have enough agility. I'm pretty much sure that I'm not going to be increasing my agility that much more now. So I don't really need to worry about that. But I will need to worry about my weapon master skill, for example. Why are all my weapon skills so high? I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Bannerlord's progression at this point. You know, all of these skills would be at, you know, 2 or something. I'm obviously exaggerating about that, but, you know, they would be very low in Bannerlord. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to actually be increasing my strength here a little bit more, because obviously I want to be able to use my wonderful bow that I have had in my inventory since the very start. And obviously, as you can tell right here, we are still level 2. I am not getting many kills at all, because let's face it, you know, that's just not what we do. We do not get kills early on. That is just not what happens in Pendor. You're going to have to get either pretty lucky, or you just have to be kind of shall we say, opportunistic. I think that's the best thing that you can possibly do. Anyway, so Singal is obviously home to some really, really good trade goods as well. So I'm kind of hoping that what we'll be able to do is go in there, get some really, really nice stuff. And maybe we can actually do some... Yeah, that's unlikely. Yeah. Oh, wait. Are these guys actually faster than me? Wait a minute. 5.5. How fast are you moving? 4.6. Okay, so I should be able to outmaneuver these guys, but you never know. That's the funny thing. You never know with these fellows, because sometimes, you know, if they've got a huge amount of mounted troops or something like that, they're going to move really, really quick. Anyway, there's a tournament here. Someone actually told me in the comments, and this is obviously, I think, a different thing than what I was used to beforehand in a previous version of the mod, but apparently you're gonna need 200 renown. 200 renown to be able to go into a tournament. I'm absolutely gobsmacked by this. I have no idea why they changed it to that. I guess it's because it is just so effective. I guess that's the only reason. It is just so incredibly effective to go into tournaments. It gives you a heap of renown, it gives you a heap of money, and then you're not really going to need to worry about that. So I guess they're just making it difficult on purpose, which is... I don't know. I don't know if I agree about that, so to speak. I actually feel like the choice to go in from the very start, if you're skilled enough or if you feel like you can probably do it, I think maybe it's good to... I don't know. I think it's good to have a small barrier to entry to a tournament. But I feel like from a... I don't know, from a fictional standpoint or from the standpoint of, okay, you're an unknown adventurer that is just roaming around the land, is it not, you know, is it not plausible that you might be able to just join a tournament? It depends. It depends on the world that it's set in, of course. And obviously they decided to do it this way, so yeah, that's what they're going to do. Anyway, we're just going to sell the date fruit here. As you can see, this is going to sell for a pretty good amount, actually. 159. I think I purchased this for not too much, so I shouldn't have too many difficulties. 1700, was that actually worth it? I don't actually know. Let's take a look at some of the weapons here, because I'm thinking I might like to buy a better polearm if we can. This is just... I mean, this is okay. It does 39 piercing damage. I'm not sure if we really want to get the lance. The lance is going to be absolutely fantastic for us if we can use it to couch. That's the thing. If I can use it to couch, then I'll be in a really, really good position. But if I can't use it to do that, then we will have some inevitable issues. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just going to sell this and we'll buy this one. It's only 129 and it is a lance. Basically what I would like to get is some kind of weapon that takes prisoners. So I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe what I'll do is I'll get the chipped iron mace or chipped winged mace. I think that sounds like a pretty decent idea because it has an 85 weapon reach. This has 97, which is significantly better. But this is probably the best mace or best blunt weapon that I'm going to get my hands on for quite some time. Let's actually just see here. Oh yeah, we do actually have a better horse as well. This is absolutely fantastic. We've got a bunch of saddle horses and a sumpter horse in here. And the step horse is going to allow me to just ride so much easier. Oh yes, so much easier on the battlefield. Okay, so, ooh, there's Sir Roland. I don't have I don't have enough for him just yet. It would be fantastic if we could get him, but you know how it is. You know how it is. That's the reason why I'm doing so much trading as well, by the way. This is generally the best way to get cash if you are not confident in your own army. If you are confident in your army, then by all means, go for it. You know, go and fight some bandits. Go and fight some Vanskree raiders. Vanskree raiders are far and away probably the best bandits that you can fight in terms of a balanced enemy. Because obviously the thing is, if you're going to fight the snake cult, you might have some issues with them because they may have a serpent priestess with them. They might have some really, really tough units. Obviously, if you're talking about fighting the demons, the demonic armies, the heretics, and so on, no, just say no to those. But the Vanskree raiders are not that bad, but it very much depends on if they hit your forces with their with their thrown weapons. They're the thing that are actually going to do the most damage. Alright, so first of all, let's see, can I find some people actually here? I would like to be able to get some additional mercenaries, actually. Get some additional mercenaries that are going to be somewhat useful. Like, we can get these guys potentially, but I'm not sure. I think they do become something pretty good, so we might as well just recruit them. I think they're going to be better than regular recruits, aren't they? I think they're probably going to be better than just the regular stuff that we have available here. This is probably not very good for me to do, by the way. This flax that I'm buying here is not very cheap at all. I'm going to be surprised if we can make more money than 1600, but I'm going to just test it out and see what happens. Maybe we're going to have either good luck, or maybe the prices are just going to be normalized over here and they're just going to increase in a sort of scalable fashion. Yeah, it seems like they're actually not too bad. They could be a lot better, but let's actually have a look. Yeah, we made much more than 1600, so that's actually not bad. Not too bad. I was actually thinking that it would be much, much less than that. Alright, yeah. Oh, Jatu Outcast Rider, hello there. Okay, I can only... okay, I can only hire one of them, but I will be wanting more than just one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just very quickly going to go out. Just going to get rid of some of the Sarlian recruits. I'm not a big fan of the Sarlian units in general. I feel like they're pretty decent. I have actually used Sarlian units quite dramatically in the past, but they are... they're a little bit of a mixed bag, because I think their Sarlian knights are pretty good from what I recall. And I think they do... I think they have... wait a minute. Let me actually just have a look-see here. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah, here we go. Kingdom of Sarlian. Yeah, they have really, really good halberdiers, but that's pretty much it, as far as I remember. Their cavalry is okay. Sarlian knights are obviously fantastic. I mean, they're better than pretty much anything else they have, and obviously they have really, really good gear as well, as you can see down there. But other than that, their cavalry and their longbowmen are not that amazing. They're okay, but if you want longbowmen, you're really going to have to look at Ravenstern, because, I mean, these guys... Wait a minute. Why do these guys only have 200 weapon proficiency? Ah, well, there you go. That's exactly what I'm missing. The other proficiencies are obviously 200, but their archery is 350. And if you think about the fact that the Sarlian longbowmen, they have a literal 250. So yeah, it's 100 weapon proficiency difference, which is absolutely insane. And obviously, if you take a look at the Empire, they're really, really good too. They have 320 in crossbows. Their crossbowmen, I remember, are... Oh, they are just so, so devastating in many, many different ways. So yeah, that is actually fantastic. Yeah, apart from that, I think what we're going to do is we'll probably just go on over to Senderfall real fast, and then I think what we're going to do is possibly do a quest. Now, I have a very specific quest in mind. I think I remember doing this in a previous series. I could be wrong about it, but let's actually see if it works. I'm just going to go to Senderfall real fast just to buy some iron, and then we'll move on. Alright, so we're going up against some Vanskry Raiders here. I'm actually really, really excited about this because, well, we did have a slight engagement with some of them in the previous episode, and it didn't really go very well. Let's just say that. Of course it didn't really go very well, because these guys are actually outfitted with some great gear. They have some wonderful, wonderful armor. Got to be careful about the invisible wall at the end of the map. As you can see, there is an invisible wall right there, so that actually prevents you from going any further, which I gotta say, I'm always, you know, there's just not anything I can do about it, unfortunately. So hopefully we're gonna be okay. Oh, how did a mercenary Highlander get a kill all the way from back here? Do they actually have a ranged solution? They do. They have a bow. Oh, that's really interesting. I had no idea that they actually had bows. That's pretty incredible. Anyway, we're just going to tell all of our forces to charge in here. I'm going to try to do a lovely little couch... Well, I tried to do a couch lance. Unfortunately, that was not good enough. Hopefully, my forces will now be able to, thankfully, because of them being rather scattered, they will hopefully be able to do enough damage to achieve victory here. Seems like my mercenary Highlanders, and indeed my Jatu Outcast Riders, they are the thing that will carry us to victory, hopefully. If we lose a bunch of recruits, it doesn't actually matter. That does not matter in the least. As you can see, we are going to achieve victory here, and we are going to take some prisoners as well, which is actually quite nice. But the main thing we are looking for here is loot. We want as much loot as possible, so being able to go into a battle here and actually achieve victory, that's a big, big deal. Here it is. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this helmet. Look at this helmet in comparison to mine. It literally gives me so much extra protection. It's actually crazy. And we have a huge amount of thrown weapons here as well if we want to use that. For me personally, I don't really care about any of this other stuff, and it doesn't really seem like they gave us particularly it's okay, you know, it's all right. They didn't give us particularly good loot, but I think it's decent enough. And we did get some level ups for our militia and so on and so forth, but that's also not particularly good. Okay, so first of all, I'm actually wondering, do you think we can actually fight these guys? They actually want to fight me, so I'm a bit, you know, I'm very low in HP. I should probably just go on to Senderfall, shouldn't I? See, now that's the thing. I kind of get a bit carried away because I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'd really want to fight these guys, you know, super badly want to fight them, but you know how it is. Sometimes it's just best to leave it well alone and just move on, you know, just be a little bit careful about things. So first of all, what I want to do is I just want to buy some of this. Wow, I'm actually spending a huge amount of cash here. I'm not sure whether this is a good idea. It's probably not the best idea, but okay, I could sell my prisoners. Oh, 500. Okay, for 2 of them. Wow, that just shows that just shows everything that you need to know. That literally just says everything you need to know about, you know, what's going on here. Basically, what you want to try to do is you want to try to obviously take as many people prisoner as you can, especially when it comes to Vanskri Raiders by the looks of things, because they sell for so much cash. And we only had 2 of them. We only had 2 of them there. And if you can take more of them prisoner, then you're going to be golden. You're going to be absolutely golden. Anyway, we can just sell all of this. There we go. Let's get me another 2.1. We can go into the tavern. Let's have a look here. We got some more of these guys. Oh, Donovan. Is that the fellow that I need to speak to? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, that's the guy. All right, yeah. So this is the fellow that I was told about before I started the series, and he's the guy that you need to recruit. Unfortunately, I don't have any money, so I won't be able to recruit him right now. But he is the guy that you need to recruit for his firearm, because that's the guy that we're going to steal the gun from, basically. We're going to take his gun. I actually don't think he joins you for free. Should I try? I don't think he joins you for free. I'm going to try it, okay? I'm going to try it and see if he's actually still here. Has he left? Oh, what an imbecile. If he's left, then I'm going to be fuming. No, I don't oh, he has left. Well, there you go. There you go. That makes the decision for me, I suppose. I don't need to worry about that any further then, do I? All right, that's hilarious. Okay, so we've got some Ravenstone recruits here. I might as well get some recruits just to make sure we have a full party, just in case something bad were to happen. And we're just going to continue getting rumors as best we can. But yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, hello. Yeah, so, hi, sir. How much? Yeah, that's, yeah, okay, never mind. That is you know, that's one of the most infinitely infuriating things about Warband. That's it. That's literally, that's one of the only things that is infuriating. Okay, let's have a look. 3,000. He only costs 3,000. That's not even bad. Wow. Okay. How many of these guys? Okay, 3,000. No, that's a bit too much for my liking. That's a bit too expensive. I mean, technically, I could get Donovan if I just had a little bit more cash. Yeah. I mean, you know what? There are some bandits in this area. I wouldn't mind fighting them. Okay, we got some deserters. We've got these guys, Mist Mountain warriors, and so on and so forth. These guys as well. They're actually really, really easy to fight. At least from what I recall, they're not that bad. So it would actually be rather... No, fellow, can you just leave me alone? Yeah, please, don't join me. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is maybe bad. This is maybe a bad idea. Are you serious that this guy is so much faster than I am? Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay, wait a minute. How much? He's 4.0, 5.9, 5. Oh, he's the exact same. He is the exact same speed. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these guys then, just so that I can go a little bit faster. Shall we try fighting these brigands? Rogue Blackheart Thieves. They're gonna be harsh. I seem to recall that they're actually pretty difficult, unless they are not the ones that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking maybe of the knight variant of them. That could very well be the case. Anyway, just gonna tell my forces. Oh, that guy got murdered! He got murdered instantly! That was fantastic. Love seeing that. Okay, there we go. Got some good damage. Got some good damage right there. Okay, can we get... Oh, nice. Couch Lance. Nice kill. Can we get another one? That's the question. I'm actually not doing that bad damage, surprisingly enough. My horse is surprisingly slow still for some reason. I'm actually not entirely sure why that is. I guess it's just because I don't have a good amount of riding skill. I can only assume that to be the case. I thought I had 3, so I thought I'd be traveling at a relatively decent pace, but apparently not. Anyway, that guy's got completely murdered. And we were able to gain 2 renown, 5 morale. Obviously, that's nothing really to write home about. However, we do get a horse and a bunch of relatively good armor as well. Maybe we can give some armor to Leslie. That's going to be kind of useful for us potentially. And let's actually speak to her real fast, because we do need to make sure that she has some up-to-date stuff. Well, there you go. I actually upgraded her helmet and her torso armor, and I gave her a shield as well. The shield is pretty terrible, so wouldn't expect much from it, but it's alright. Let's see if we can actually do something here. Ah, I don't have any food. Yeah, well that's obviously a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay, let's just go down here real fast. Oh, no. Hello. Oh, am I faster? Yes, I am. Okay. Haha. Yes. We do not want to fight that. That is for sure. Okay, let me just buy some fruit and so... No, not the fish. That's way too expensive. Let's buy the grain. And yeah, so as you can see, this has literal Serpent Priestess as well as Melitine Nobles. Those guys are literally just going to absolutely devastate us. So we want to try and avoid that if we can. Thank you very much. Yes. I would like to fight some more of these guys though. Can these guys just leave me alone? Thank you. Oh, what a classic. Oh yeah, so this is another classic sort of moment right here. Running after troops for an almost an infinite amount of time. Oh wait. Oh no, the Jatu. No. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. A traveling peddler tells you the news that the Jatu tribes have united and formed a mighty army. Yeah, so obviously that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Anyway, where I wanted to go was Poinsbrook. Ooh, that's a BEARCLAW Berserker. Yeah, have fun with that. Am I... Oh, he's running away. Why is he running away from me? That's... Oh, is that the reason? The Jatu army? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, let's try to avoid that, shall we? Okay, these guys are obviously much slower than I am now, so hopefully I will be able to get them into a battle. Yeah, I will be able to. This is not very good, all right? This is not very good at all. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to achieve victory here. Let's go for a couch lance against this guy. Oh. Oh, what a classic. Okay, come on. Oh, really? Are you serious? My couch lancing skills are absolutely abysmal, as you might expect. Wow, my regular attacks are actually much more effective, surprisingly. Don't know how that happened, but okay. Look at that. I'm actually getting kills with this thing. Who would have expected that? Not me. Wow, it's actually not as bad as I anticipated. I was actually kind of hoping that we'd be able to take at least one of the BEARCLAW Berserkers prisoner. But it seems as though my forces are, well, they're killing everything. Let's just say that. Yeah, it's not particularly what we would want, but I mean, I'd rather have them kill the opponent than have the opponent kill us, right? That's pretty much the only thing that we can really take away from this. Is it? The amount of feebleness that I feel right now is just absolutely hilarious. Anyway, there we go. Most of them were killed, unfortunately. However, look at this. Look at what we have now. We have some insane gear that we're going to get. Some great gauntlets, some great boots. We got a worse bow. But that's alright, because we also got some various loot, which is going to sell for a very, very nice amount. And I don't have enough space anymore, which is actually a huge crime. So I guess I'll just get rid of some things. And there we have it. Okay, that is fine. And then we can recruit some more people. Do I want to recruit any more people, though? That's the question. I'm thinking probably not. Do we need any of these guys? I don't think so, right? I'm not entirely sure if we need these fellows. Maybe I'm just going to get them. Ah, I actually leveled to 3. Fantastic. So here's the question now. Do we continue leveling our strength, or do we level something else? I'm thinking we're probably going to continue leveling our strength for now. Yeah. Continue leveling strength, and then we'll get a point in inventory management. I feel like that is going to be incredibly useful for us to make additional money. I do need to actually start speccing into two-handed weapons as well. I will be attempting to use two-handed as much as I can in this particular playthrough. Not sure how well that's really going to go, because let's face it, you do usually need a shield, but the wonderful thing about Warband is that you don't need to actually spec into two-handed. You can just spec into Power Strike, and then you can use any weapon you want and level it up, and your weapon proficiency will then enable you to switch between weapons as and when you like. But with Bannerlord, obviously that's not the case, because you need to put in focus points and make it so that you actually have, you know, proficiency in those things. That's the reason why it's very, very different in the way that it works. Anyway, we can actually just sell all this stuff now. I don't think I'm actually going to be using any of it, so we can just sell all of it. There we go. Fantastic. 689. We can also sell the various loot, and there we go. Massive amount of cash. Actually, pretty decent amount of cash for such little work. I didn't think that we were going to be so incredibly successful against the BEARCLAW Berserker party, that's for sure. I really thought that we were going to have some issues with that. Anyway, Vorador the Scribe is the fellow that I actually came to speak to. He has a quest for us. We're going to be doing that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.